her to my ass. Do the dash, can you make it go fast? Fuck the fame, all I want is them bands. If she keep on mugging, I'ma still her man. He watching my behavior cause he know I'm bad. Pussy put a spell on him, he in a trance. I do what I please.
Period. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. You already know I'm back at it again with another video. I don't have my nails on today, so this is really gross, but I'm getting my nails done after this video, so don't even dog. Not the one. But I've really been wanting to do a girl talk video for the longest time, but you know, I never really wanted to put myself out there because like some of these topics nobody really likes to talk about. Like nobody really likes to talk about sex or vaginas or UTIs and yeast infections, but I'm here, girl. I'm here. I'll be your mother. I'll be your health teacher. I'll be here to educate you, y'all, give y'all some tips on your little lady parts, okay? Because I know we all be going through it, you know, we all be going through it, but some people, you know, just don't like to talk about it, so I'm here to talk about it. I'm about to tell y'all. Okay, period. If you're a boy, I suggest you please click out of this video because this has nothing to do with you. You do not have a vagina. This has nothing to do with you, and it's weird if you watch this. But anyways, y'all, we're gonna get straight into this video. And period. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share all of that. And if you guys want more girl talk videos, here I will do them. Yes, like yes. So my first point I'm gonna bring up is everyone knows like the vagina is not gonna smell like peaches and cream and flowers and fucking berries all the time, okay? We know that. Like, at least you should know that. And if you can't accept that, then I'm sorry. It's just not in the female anatomy to produce the smell of flowers out of your vagina. It's really not. Like, there's always gonna be a natural smell to your vagina. Like, I'm sorry, but there is. Now, when that smell starts to get strong and kind of like nasty and fishy, maybe there's something wrong and you need to go to a gynecologist. But I'm here, you know, to help you not even get to that point, okay? We're not even getting to that point. So I'm gonna give y'all some tips on how, you know, to keep it A1 down there, keep it up to par. So my first biggest recommendation would obviously to keep a good hygiene, and there's a lot of misunderstandings with female hygiene. So some girls, they get into the shower and they feel like they need to really scrub it down there. They be using like really scented like body washes, like Victoria's Secret body washes, and let me just tell y'all, that is a no. That is gonna throw off your pH level so much. Might give you a yeast infection, might give you like something like some type of infection, and it's just really bad for your vagina. So I don't even use the whole Summer Eve, is it Summer Eve? The Summer Eve's cleansing wash. I stopped using that because it ended up giving me a yeast infection, and I went to the gynecologist and she's like, do not use any of these, like they're really bad for you and they throw off your pH level. And they still say on the bottles, they're like, good for vaginal health, da-da-da-da. And I stopped using that. And I use an unscented soap, an unscented Dove soap, and just a lot of water. Like, if you have a detachable shower head, that's really good because you can really clean it down there, you know, and just, you know, let it rinse through. Let it rinse through. And another thing that really helped with my vaginal health is these cranberry pills. Okay, no sponsor, okay? But no, really, these cranberry pills have done me so good. They really help with preventing any type of infections and things like that. And also, if you don't like to take pills, you can just drink straight cranberry juice or eat a lot of cranberries. But I go to school and all that, so I don't really have time to be drinking all that stuff. So just take one of these a day, and it really, I honestly have seen an improvement on my, you know, vaginal health or whatever. So another big thing with the vaginal health is obviously sex. So sex can throw off your pH levels and, you know, cause infections and things like that. So some tips to always keep in mind after having sex is to always pee after you have sex. It's going to, you know, clear out all them little things that just happen or whatever, and it will prevent, well, not prevent you, but it will help prevent you from getting a UTI, which is a urinary tract infection. And these pills also help prevent urinary tract infections. So definitely recommend these, y'all. I'm telling you, go out and buy them. Go out and buy them. But anyways, yes, so every time after you have sex, just make sure you pee. I know y'all be wanting to sit in bed and cuddle and all that. No, get your ass up and go pee. And what I do actually every time I'm done, you know, make sure you wash it, at least. Wash it. Get all that stuff away. I'm really like, I do not need no infections, none of that. So also, speaking of infections, you know, STDs are real as much as we just think about them and, you know, health class and stuff. I know some people with STDs, and you know, it's real, girl, especially in big cities and stuff like in my city, girl, the chlamydia rate is crazy. So make sure you're getting checked. If you are having multiple sex partners, make sure you are getting checked and make sure everything's good, because as much as you might think you don't got symptoms, girl, you might have something. So I would just say every time you get a new sex partner, make sure they're checked and make sure you get checked so there's no problems there. And let me get into some myths with sex. If you are a virgin, maybe this can help you out, because when I was a virgin, there was a lot of myths that I heard with sex, which made me really scared and like I didn't want to have sex or anything like that. So the biggest thing, when people said like when you had sex it would pop your cherry, you ever heard that phrase? Like you would start bleeding. It does happen to some girls, but I know a lot of girls that has never even happened to. So don't think just because you're a virgin that's gonna happen to you, because I know many girls, including myself, that did not happen to. So don't think that, you know, it really might, but I'm not promising you nothing. So yeah, that's definitely a big one for me, so don't believe that, period. And I have some more little tips and tricks to keep your health A1 down there. So if you are getting reoccurring yeast infections, something I found out, instead of taking the antibiotics, I don't know, antibiotics definitely work for like the first week, but sometimes you get reoccurring yeast infections. So my biggest thing here is tea tree oil. First of all, tea tree oil is good for so many things. It's good for pimples, it's good for your hair, it's good for your vaginal health. So what I do, you always need to dilute it because it is a really strong oil. So coconut oil is also my other go-to. So if you are experiencing like a really like weird smell from down there and you've taken antibiotics, one thing I recommend doing is putting tea tree oil, like 4 or 5 drops of tea tree oil on a tampon and diluting it with coconut oil, and then just, you know, putting it up there for like 3 or 4 hours and taking it out, and like the smell is always gone, and you know, it leaves you feeling fresh and feeling clean. So if you don't like taking antibiotics, definitely, girl, definitely try this, okay? 100% try it. So another big thing is, cute as Victoria's Secret's lace thongs and satin underwear are, they're actually really bad for your health down there, and it's not letting anything breathe. So definitely use cotton underwear as much as you can. Save those cute little thongs for date night or whatever, but on a daily I definitely recommend using cotton underwear. It's gonna allow, you know, everything to breathe down there and everything to, you know, girl, work out, make everything work out, because we don't need any of that. We are beautiful. We do not have the time for no infections, for no smells, nothing like that. So another thing I want to talk about is douching. Now, I'm not really familiar with this because I haven't done it, but I've heard by multiple people and my gynecologist that douching is very bad for your vagina. So I'm just gonna take it. It's from a professional. My gynecologist says do not douche, and it just, the whole concept of it, I never got it. I don't know why people would do that, but definitely just take that out. Take that out if you're doing it. Take it out, because it's really bad for everything down there, and we're more likely to get a yeast infection or a UTI or something like that if you do continue to douche. So definitely just cut it all out. Another thing to keep a healthy area down there is water. Drink a lot of water, y'all. The vagina naturally cleans itself out, so drinking a lot of water is going to promote, you know, to keep going and keep cleaning and just keep everything moving swiftly. So definitely drink a lot of water. I drink probably about 10 bottles of water a day. I drink a lot of water because I like the taste of it, first of all, and second of all, it's just, water's just so good for you in general. So definitely drink a whole bunch of water, y'all. So basically, let's talk about periods, okay? Periods, it happens to all of us girls, it does. And if your period is extremely painful and you don't want to get on a birth control, which I highly recommend, because I've been on the birth control pill for almost 3 years and it has significantly helped my period. Because when I tell you, I would literally have to go home from school, I would be in tears crying on my bed because my period hurt so much. If you're feeling like that, girl, get on some birth control, okay? Like, honestly, just get on some birth control. But if you don't want to get on birth control, then some things you could do is always use like a warm heating towel on your, you know, your little abdomen or whatever, and that could definitely help with the cramps. Definitely take Midol. Midol is a really good pain reliever for periods specifically. Definitely drink a lot of water on your period. Still drinking a lot of water, and yeah, just be prepared, cause I know periods are painful, girl. I know periods are painful, so yeah. that's all it on periods, you know. So the last thing I want to bring up, which is probably like the biggest thing, is just having a lot of confidence in yourself. I know sex can be a really touchy subject and some people don't feel comfortable talking about that, but sex is normal and sex is natural, and I feel like there's so much like bad reputation for sex, but it's literally a normal thing that most humans do. So just don't let anybody try to make you feel like having sex is bad or you're wrong for it. You know, sex is normal. I'm sorry, but that's how we all got here. So yeah, so just have a lot of try to build confidence in yourself. Make sure you're ready. Make sure you're ready, because sex is a deep thing, honestly. Well, for some people, but yeah. Moral of the story, make sure you're comfortable with yourself before you can give yourself to somebody else. Period. 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 Okay. And period. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna see you guys in a different video this weekend. I'm actually gonna be filming a little prom. Get ready with me. I already went to my prom, but you know, I got invited to a ball, so stay ready for that video. Period. I love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys later.